Okay, Aquarius, this will be your reading for April 1st through the 10th. And first we will look at love, and then right after that we will look at singles, and then right after that we will look at the workplace, job site, that's that sort of thing. And maybe if you're lucky, Aquarius, afterward I might give some like hair tips so you too can get this going on, which I don't know what the hell is going on. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you know what? I think I'll start like a special subscription on Venmo for that. If you want the extended hair tips, you're gonna have to go to Venmo or not Venmo, Vimeo. That's it. All right. Let's get going here. Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with love for Aquarius for April 1st through the 10th. Aquarius in love. Aquarius. Wow. Okay. Are you done or no? Okay. All right. One more shuffle. Maybe two. Love for Aquarius. Okay, we're there. Okay. So we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Lover's card. We have the Fool card. We have the Page of Swords, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. With the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So something new. Chariot card could be possible Cancer and the Hierophant. So it could be a Taurus also, or this could be something that starts off new. So it wouldn't be like a past returning person. It would be like a new person. And with the Chariot card, it could be really opening up like the heart center, because this to me reminds me of the Lotus Sutras because it's singular. Okay. So, and it's cosmic and for this Chariot card. And it could be something that could lead to some sort of commitment or more traditional type of commitment or karmic contract. So that's, could be either or. Okay, but that's all down the road. All right, so let's look at the cards that you have on hand here. So right in the center, you have two strong cards, because this is kind of what I see as like the glue, that is kind of the center of the subject, okay? And then the outward cards that I will read are more like you and the other person, like your personalities. But the center is the Lover's card and the Magician. So those are pretty, strong cards. I feel like this is, I feel like this is you manifesting like what you want in love, because the Magician stands alone, okay? And it wears this red cape. And then we have this red caped person, and this is crowning them. So they've found like their love match or something to that effect. So if you're an Aquarian out there that is working on manifestation of like your ideal type of person, something like that, then somebody might be coming into the scene or has already come into the scene, which is why you're watching the love video. Okay. The interesting thing, though, as far as the personality sectors. So I'm not sure which one is you. I mean, it could be this side because this is all air, but not necessarily. So we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Page of Swords. So to me, this is... Actually, hold on. Let me take a look. Let me make sure it goes this way. It might go this way. Actually, oddly, I think this because most of these readings I've been doing this other direction, but I'm seeing it going in a different way. And that makes sense because it's for Aquarius, right? And I mean, why be conventional? Aquarians are unconventional. And it's funny because normally I have this like specific pathway of seeing these cards, but I'm just not. I'm seeing them horizontally rather than, is that the right word? Rather than up and down. Okay, vertically. So, all right. So one of you, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, that's probably your energy, Aquarius, most likely. This is sort of a card of really knowing what you want. You are, for now, kind of not being super blunt, okay? The Queen of Swords typically can be all those things, but this is a little bit different Queen of Swords. So this one is, a little stubborn, but also, and you definitely could be dealing with a Taurus. That's possible with the bull in the photo here. But it could be that you just sort of are letting them know, like, look, this is what I want. Okay, this is kind of who I am. This is what I want. And at the center of this, you know, there is this possibility here where like you guys meet and you do, because you kind of both want the same things. There's a little bit, actually you both very much want the same things, but there's somebody that's just a little bit more individual than the other. Okay, so whoever this one is, I think that they have a little bit of stubbornness in them. They have a little bit of ultimatumish kind of vibe to them. Not heavily laying down the law or being controlling or manipulating. I don't feel that. I just feel that there's like a little bit of like innuendo of an ultimatum. But they really, you know, they really want to like seal this and really like make this official. And that doesn't necessarily mean marriage or proposals or anything like that, but just like that you guys are an item kind of deal. All right. And they have the Fool card also. So I feel like this like takes a great leap of faith for them to do this. All right. And this may be you, you know, again, maybe you, I keep saying them, but it could be you, your energy too. Definitely, you know, because it's sort of like stepping off the, you know, cliff into the unknown, and you only have this sliver of the puzzle, you know, because the moon is like truths and secrets and things like that, and you just have a sliver of it, and you're still willing though to kind of take that leap of faith with this person, which is a lot for you, you know, or them. Now the other person, whereas someone is a Queen of Swords, it's a little bit stubborn and a little bit like with the ultimatums and things like that. Then we have the other person who is the Page of Swords. So you could be both air energy, possibly. The other signs I have in here are Aries, Taurus, Gemini, but it could be any sign. All right. So this person to me seems like they're a little flexible with the truth. Okay. They communicate a lot and they talk a big talk, okay, because it's a very big sword, all right, but to me it's a very like I don't know, kind of tongue-in-cheek type of person, you know. It's like they're kind of fun, they're kind of taunting, they kind of hit you over the head with these like big things, you know, and they know they're doing it, you know. I mean, like, just look at the, you know, you can see the expression on this person's face, you know, and it's a little bit of taunting kind of energy, but it's in good fun. It's not in like a mean way or anything like that. It's a little bit of a tease, a little bit of a taunt, you know, that kind of deal. And this person has a Magician also. So the Magician is a little bit manipulating, okay? But I don't feel like that anybody is really that manipulating in this relationship. I think it's just there's some aspects of it, okay? Because I feel like this person, whoever is this one, like the more playful one, all right? This one's very mature, kind of low-key, and a little stoic, honestly, quite frankly. And this one's like kind of fun. There might be a little bit of an age difference between you guys too. That could be. If not, like, then it seems like there's a little, even if you guys are the same age, there's still a little bit of an age difference between you two, if you get what I'm saying. Okay. So with the Magician though, like I feel like they really want to create something good out of this also. So whereas the other person really wants this bound commitment, this person's old school. Even if they don't know it or they don't act like it, there's something very old about them. Okay. And by that, I mean, probably they seem that way in their nature, like they may seem older than they actually are. And also, I mean that too, metaphysically, like they have ties to more ancient type things. Okay. So I feel like this is very important for them to sort of make this official. All right, there's like a binding going on, not in a creepy way. All right, that sounded creepy, but I mean all that stuff is a little creepy, but you get the point. Whereas you just kind of want to just manifest something good out of the relationship or the situation. You know, you want some good things to happen. You're trying to manifest your ideal situation. And this may be it, and it may be not, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, you have really good cards under here, or this could be them too. The Wheel of Fortune is here. And interesting enough, they have the Fool. So these are very similar type actions. Okay, they're just a little bit different vibe. So you have the Wheel of Fortune because you've made it turn. All right, you have manifested this change for yourself. There's no more, like, you don't want to look back. You don't want to see the past anymore. You have a blindfold. The monkey has a blindfold on and is looking backwards, so they don't want to see the past anymore. This person wants to move forward and manifest positive changes in their life. Okay, so and they have like kind of a youthful type exuberance right now. At least in this time period. Maybe this isn't forever. I don't know. I tend to forget that I'm just reading for April 1st through 10th. When I'm probably reading for the next 2 years. But anyway, okay. But so anyway, with the Fool card in one of your guys' position and the Wheel as the outcome in the other, these are both forward moving. Okay, so you guys probably will move forward. The one that's a little bit more stoic, the one that's a little bit more older, just it tends to, you know, like really, this is like a big deal for them to pursue this relationship. Okay, so understand that if you're the other person, understand that this person is taking a lot for them. It's definitely a leap of faith for them. And for you, I feel like you are bound and determined to just, you know, not look at the past and create something new for yourself. So these two cards are about newness and new things happening and moving forward. Okay, so you guys have matching energy in that respect. At the bottom of the deck, like I said, you know, you have the Ace of Wands here. So there's probably a good physical attraction to this relationship. The light is starting to dawn behind that wand also, so there might even be some even more depths to explore past the physical, because we do have the Chariot, right? So after the physical, we you know, explore the heart and the heart center. And again, like I mentioned, the Lotus Sutras, which you know, it's a book you can pick up. It's like literally, you know, it's super thin. It's easy to read. It's a great read. It's from some sort of famous Buddhist text. I don't remember the technical terms for it, but just look up Lotus Sutras and you'll find it. So, you know, and I feel like that's the next level. And then what would be the next level after that? Commitment, right? This is traditional commitment. So I feel like this is a staged thing, and it's taking this person a lot of faith to leap off this cliff, you know, with only half of the information, or not even half, only a quarter of the information, but they're still going for it. And somebody else is also doing that too, just in a different way. They just need, you know, change and momentum to move forward and a new cycle. And I think this really has possibilities for you guys. So I just see the stages, and that's the way, it's like the natural unfolding of a relationship, right? Physical attraction, then heart, you know, relation, and then, you know, here comes the Hierophant, which is weddings and, you know, marriage, or just committing traditionally, that sort of thing. So it seems like a natural unfoldment to me. So it looks really good. Okay. You know, and that's all going to happen between April 1st and April 10th. Okay. All right. Let's get to single Aquariuses and see what's going on with them. Single Aquariuses. Single Aquariuses. Single Aquariuses. 1st through 10th, please. April 1st through 10th. For some of you single Aquariuses, if you're just tuning into this on the like timestamp or something like that, the love reading might apply too if this one does not, because the love reading to me seemed almost like a singles reading, because it seemed like two people who are newly kind of getting together. So but we'll see what this one says. Oh, the Fool just fell out, and the Fool was in the love reading at the beginning too. So there you go. All right. Which the Fool is about, you know, taking a new step towards something, having faith in something new, kind of a clean slate, if you will. So, and it usually represents someone new rather than someone like returning, or, you know, with all those retrograde planets and all that kind of stuff. Single Aquariuses. Okay, so we have the Devil card in the recent past. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, nice. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there is some stability here. Oh, and the World card. Okay, so there's some possibility of something here. It's a little ways off, you know, but there is a possibility of some transformation of something that's gone like fairly slow. Like not yet, not this week because it's at bottom of the deck, but this like might be something that kind of develops slowly, but it has the ability. Oh my God, I think so fast and I can't talk as fast as I'm thinking. It has the possibility to transform and eventually at some point like lead to, you know, you guys having a home together or something like that. There's a castle in the background, but it's a distance off. Okay. So the devil card to me is probably, this is probably more someone from your past or an unhealthy connection that you've met recently, or it could just be a Capricorn because the devil is the card for Capricorn. And if that's the case, it doesn't mean it's an unhealthy connection. It just means you've met a Capricorn. But the devil card can also mean poor Capricorns, you know, that just sucks to have that as your card because it can mean like an unhealthy type of connection also. But this is in your recent past. And this is somebody like you feel like this karmic binding to, you know, in a sense. And with the Page of Swords, I feel like these are, I feel like somebody here is trying to change and then somebody is just trying to find out the truth. Because it's funny, it's the Page of Swords, but we actually have two swords in the pictorial. There's one here, it's just kind of hard to see, that this one is clashing with, and there's like a butterfly at the end of the sword. So, and I just feel like it's communication back and forth, and somebody is trying to metamorphose and grow, and the other person is sort of like fighting that. Like they don't want to hear that stuff right now or something, you know, something like that. The Six of Wands is a good card in a love reading, but it can be a little bit ego kind of centered, okay? But rightly so in this deck. Like in the regular Rider-Waite deck, I look at it as a little bit of an egoistic kind of card, quite frankly, just because the guy's riding on his horse and the people are all praising him. You know, it's just, I don't know. This seems a little, and there's nothing wrong with praise or being, you know, worshipped. Nothing wrong with that at all. But, and this one, I think it's a little different vibe because there's this unicorn in here and they're sort of like wandering through the forest and that sort of thing. So to me, you know, unicorns represent individuality and uniqueness. Okay. So it's not like that kind of ego. It is ego, but it's the kind of ego that has formed to be somebody very unique and very individual. Okay. So I think that there's some clashing here. I think somebody like, okay, here's the thing. If you're dealing with somebody from like a past connection, or if you're dealing with somebody who's like an on and off or like just a physical connection and there's not really any commitment there, then, you know, I feel like at one, and this is usually what happens in that situation, when there's like a physical connection and it's like everybody can talk a good game and say they just want to be whatever buddies and all that kind of thing. And I mean, it's a very rare person that truly can go with that vibe, right? I mean, most people, they really can't. No matter how much they think they can, the truth is someone always can't. Someone can, someone can't. And that's what I see here. It's like there's some sort of physical connection with someone, but it's like somebody wants to grow this relationship. And the other person is sort of like, no, you know, I don't want to. And I'm unique. I'm individual. And, you know, I'm not, yes, I know we can have this stability, but I'm not feeling it yet. You know, so that's kind of what I'm getting here through this connection. So, I mean, there's nothing dramatic that I see happening for April 1st through 10th, except this kind of storyline. I just see communication back and forth about this, and I think somebody has drawn their circle in the sand and has a strong will, and they don't want to grow the relationship, or they don't want to move forward, or they're fighting it with every ounce. And I'm not saying that's right, you know, because maybe, you know, there is possibility with this, but that just seems to be what's coming out. So, but the thing about this unique individual unicorn is, let's not forget too that yes, this is a very unique and individual unicorn, and that's awesome. but it also is wandering half hidden in a forest, you know? So it's like, how many people can appreciate its uniqueness? How many people get to appreciate its individuality, right? If it's hiding out in the forest and not getting out there, all right? So, you know, that kind of thing too. All right, so let's look at work and career for Aquarius. Go ahead with these cards. Aquarius, work and career, April 1st through 10th. And we have the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords falling out. So we'll see if that comes into play. 10 of Wands could mean that you're pretty close to finishing up some kind of major cycle. 7 of Wands might mean you're kind of scouting out some, you know, work has maybe become not, you feel like something's done, you know, or it's coming to an end. So you could just be scouting out some other stuff, but let's see. Or there could be somebody gossipy around causing you some burdens in the office place. Let's see what your reading says here. For Aquarius, please, April 1st through 10th. Aquarius. April 1st through 10th. Workplace, please. Aquarius is watching this video. Ooh, all right. The 5 of coin just fell out too, like fairly significantly. So that's, and there's the crossing is at the bottom of the deck, which is a crossroads, okay? The 5 of coin is not a super favorable card, but usually there's a reason why it will come out. So let's just keep this rolling and see what comes out after this, because usually I see that and then there's a reason for it because there's something else positive. So let's see if that happens. Okay. April 1st through 10th. Aquarius. Okay, we're good. So some of you definitely are at a crossroads. Or going to be during this time period. Okay, so we have the 10 of coin, the strength card. We have the 7 of swords, which that was one of the cards that fell out earlier. We have the 8 of Wands in the recent past. We have Knight of Swords, Brother Wind, it's called in this one. The 3 of Coin, okay, good. All right, 3 of Cups, good. 4 of Swords, the Hermit card. And we have, Queen of Swords. So hopefully that's your energy. Ooh, no, we have the Tower at the bottom too. Oh. And there's that 10 of Wands that fell out earlier too. And then a clean slate with the Fool. All right, so for some of you, because here's the thing, this isn't going to be for everybody, all right? But for some of you, because of the cards that fell out of the deck before I put this spread down, they did allude to some sort of firing, separation, loss, you know, something of that nature, all right? Because, I mean, I got the Tower here. I've got the Queen of Swords, even though that could be just your energy because you're an air sign, but in combination with all, you know, with the Tower, the Queen of Swords, the 5 of coin that fell out, the 7 of swords, 10 of wands, you know, I'm thinking there could be somebody that's possibly fired. If that is the case, all right, and again, I don't think it'll be the 1st through 10th. It may be, but since the Tower's at the bottom of the deck, like it might be more mid-month or something like that. But then that's the closing of a cycle for you with this 10, and then you have this clean slate with the Fool card, and then the Ace of coin, all right, right after that. So that's an offer. That's a valid offer right away with a clean slate. Okay, so let's get into the reading if it is not that. All right, but for some of you, there could be that coming up. All right, so if it is not that, because again, this very well could be you, because I look at the Queen of Swords a lot of times as the sign of Aquarius. You know, I mean, it can be Gemini, it can be Libra, but me personally, I see it as Aquarian energy. So this could just be you on top of your game. So with the great work and strength, I mean, this is awesome, right in the center. It's the 10 of coin, literally called the great work, okay? And the strength card. So to me, this is like good work, you know, righteous work, or just good, plain hard work. You know, that can be too. It doesn't have to have any special significance to it, but sometimes it does allude to that. And with the strength card too, I feel like this is like healing, like this is all healing and like in other words, if there had been a setback or a loss recently or something like that, you have the strength card here and you have the strength to keep this going, and this is building up major stability for you. Okay. Now I do feel there's somebody around you. Well, this could be you too, because this is the card of Aquarius, the Seven of Swords. But I didn't go to that right away. Like I went to like that it's somebody around you. So I don't think it is you. Possible. You know, when I describe it, if it is you, then, you know, there might be something to that. Because you have the Three of Coin in the near future. So the Three of Coin is about working in a very small group of people and working well together. Okay. So it could be like you and a partner and maybe someone else. Okay. Like three people, typically. It typically literally is three people because it's the Three of Coin. It could be a little bit larger than that, possibly, you know, maybe 4 or 5, but it's a small group of people who are all on the same page and they all work well together. All right. There's no, you know, you're all peers. Okay. But that's the way it's supposed to be. But somebody here might be throwing that off. Okay. Because it's supposed to be everybody's equal and putting in equal input and equal work. All right. And I know that's not always the case, but it really is supposed to be that. All right. Not just an ideal of that. Like that's what that card means, that you guys will work together well on the same page. However, you know, before you get there, there's some communication that has to happen, because the Knight of Swords and this Seven of Swords, this could be, I mean, this could be you know, because it is the Aquarius card. So if it isn't, then, you know, I mean, just hear it out anyway, just in case there's a little element that might be, okay? Because the card is called Many Tongues. So Many Tongues is, you know, a little bit of gossip, a little bit of, even if that's not normally you, maybe you've been thrown in this situation where you're working closely with people and like that's the way it just kind of comes out to fit in, or something. I don't know. I feel like there's or it could be that you're uncomfortable in the situation because you don't have the full confidence of working in the situation. So you're throwing out a lot of fancy words. What do they call that? Like wordsmithing, you know, a little bit your way through things. Okay. I get the sense that there, like, less is more in this scenario. Okay. Like there's too much being said in some respect, and that could be you or it could be another person. But the thing is, it's like, I feel like, I mean, let's face it, Aquariuses are awesome. They are very social people. They're very, very effing fun. Okay, they're super fun people to hang out with. They're interesting as hell. You know, all those things. But they don't always have the best, like, social tact. Okay, and it's not that they're like awkward or like unpleasant or any like weirdness like that. It's just that sometimes their bluntness is you know, I find it funny, but others may not, you know, kind of thing. Because I feel like this tears somebody like apart. Something that's said like really tears somebody apart with this Knight of Swords, and it kind of makes them explode and get angry. Now that could be you, all right. This could be you, and this could be somebody else. But there's somebody in the group that needs something needs to be communicated, because I think there was something communicated in the recent past, but it was not communicated well. All right, it wasn't clear. It wasn't made clear. It was wordsmithing, and it kind of exploded things. So I think things need to be smoothed over, basically, is what I'm saying. All right, because you do have the Three of Coin in the near future, and that is, again, literally working well together, not having secret agendas, not having fears about how you're contributing, not having any of that stuff. You know, it's like just focusing all of you guys and kicking ass. All right. So you have the Three of Cups here also in your position. So I do feel like there is, you know, it's literally called Stream of Love. So I feel like you start fitting into this group, okay, better, or this small scenario, and it's becoming like a little family for you, you know, and I feel like it's going to be very well for you. I think, oddly, Aquarius, that you somehow add the emotional content to this project, you know, this group, which is odd because, like, you know, Aquarians are usually like, you know, the forward visionary thinkers and things like that. But I think your dynamic for some reason is emotion, like they're having, like putting the right emotion into something. And that might just be in keeping the balance. Maybe these are the other two people that are in your little group. Maybe none of those are you. I don't know. Because next, in the outward environment, you have 4 of wind, which is 4 swords, and the card is mastery, okay? So it could be 4 people, actually, in your group, too. But either way, however many it is, it doesn't matter. This is transforming. The people around you are transforming, and this is becoming mastery, all right? So everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and Jupiter is featured on this card, too. So you guys could have, like, a really, you know, a lot of good luck and extra help in getting this project done or getting off the ground or whatever you guys are doing and working together. Definitely could be a Virgo involved. Or you could fear being left out from the group. But the thing is, if you feel like you don't fit in with this group, you got to get rid of that stigma and that, you know, no matter how big the group is. If it's not 3 people, 4 people, it's 10 people, whatever. It's the workplace, the environment, whatever. Like if you have any kind of fear that you don't like fit in, so like you kind of overdo things, you know, like show a lot of emotions like towards people and, you know, oh, hi, and give them hugs, but it's not sincere, or say a lot of things trying to get to like what's the right thing to say. So you try out a lot of different, like drop all that stuff. All right. Because I feel like you fear you're going to be left out of the group, and I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think that would be what would get you left out of the group, is trying too hard. And usually, again, Aquariuses don't have to do that, so there must be certain circumstances about this that make you feel a little bit intimidated, which is, again, is odd, because most Aquariuses I've known never are really intimidated by that kind of stuff. All right. So, but here's the thing. So you end up with Queen of Swords. So that's you. You know, that's you being on top of your game, transforming, being a lot freer, you know, and just a more intuitive also, and open with things, and just kind of letting things flow naturally. All right. No more trying to do this or that. Communication is what got off track here. You know, the communication somehow got off track because something was said not clearly to begin with. It was said in too weird a way for somebody to understand it. They didn't get it. So now for others of you, like I said, you know, Queen of Swords could be, you know, with the Tower card and so forth. But again, just remember that you have the Ace of Coin, or I'm sorry, it was the Fool first, the Fool and the Ace of Coin right after that. So that would be like an immediate new offer. So for those of you, you know, who have a fire ring or something like that. Okay, so I am going to leave that there. Thank you for hanging out, Aquarius. And as usual, I will ask if you got anything at all from this video whatsoever. All I ask for in return is if you could just leave like a little hi or something like that in the comment section, or a little emoji even. Just any type of activity in the comment section really kind of helps my videos get YouTube's attention and get kind of furthered into the loop and all that good stuff. So. All right, thanks, guys, and I will see you, let's see, I did this 1st through 10th, so 10th through the 20th will be the next video. So, all right, take care, guys. All right, bye.